100.3 The Ride, good afternoon to you. It is 2:27 on this Monday. You just heard from the Sunset Centers there. Always time for one more beer. And talking about the Sunset Centers, we have Blake Blackim in the studio with us today. How are you?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's always time for one more beer. It's after 2 o'clock.
It is. It's time. I don't think they let us do that on radio.
Dang it.
They frown on that anyway.
Okay.
It's just government thing, FCC.
The Western Kansas deal, I guess.
Yeah. Now, Blake's with him, drummer for the Sunset Centers, and we're excited to have you guys as part of our show this year. Rockfest Northwest coming up July 8th at the Colby Event Center. It'll have you guys, Paramount, and Warrant, and it's going to be, 3 hours of
yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a great time. So I've heard a lot of great things about this new event center out here, so you guys are very fortunate.
We are, and it's been fun to be able to put events in here, and like you guys, and like this one coming up, and we're excited to do another one. We're excited this time to change gears a little bit. We've done a lot of country, and we love doing country music out here, but love to be able to do rock.
Yeah, absolutely. So in our genre of music, we call it whiskey barrel rock, so I think we'll fit right in out here.
Yeah, let's talk a little about you guys as the Sunset Centers, whiskey barrel rock, as you call it. Tell us a bit about kind of what is that, what's the feel? It's kind of a little bit of Southern rocky, a little bit.
Yeah, so I kind of equate it to this genre we created or what have you that's kind of a mix of 70s classic rock with Southern rock with a tinge of like red dirt country. So a lot of people compare us to like ZZ Top, modern day Allman Brothers, Zac Brown Band, stuff like that. Me personally, I'm like, we're basically a cross between Black Crowes and Blackberry Smoke. And, kind of Whiskey Myers, which is big right now. I mean, that kind of fits the mold. So, it works out great. We are more of a rock band, but we can kind of turn things, a little bit more either way, kind of a country rock vibe. So it's all cool.
You'd be able to play a little bit for anybody coming out who's going to enjoy it.
We sure could. So, always time for one more beer. That was like, to be honest with you, that was one of the first song ideas I had when I put this together back in 2018. And we had a music video for it, which is, on YouTube and what have you. Mm-hmm. And so it took off and, basically went viral, especially overseas in Europe, France, Germany, and stuff like that. And quite frankly, it's kind of crazy because we have a huge European following, and basically mainly because some radio people caught on to that song real fast, and so usually like we'll be on like 150 different stations all across Europe, which is pretty cool. So,
and you guys, have you been over there then? Yeah.
No, it has been discussed, but that's a whole nother animal, and it's also a lot of money to go do that. But possibly someday it would be cool.
Hey, as long as they keep playing it and the
absolutely,
visuals,
so
take what you can get on that. For
absolutely.
Sure. So let's talk about how'd the band come together. You said a couple years ago.
Yeah, so we all four of us, had been in different projects. Me and the guitarist had been doing some stuff together, and it was just one of those deals. The stars aligned because I had this idea for a lot of song ideas for kind of this whiskey barrel rock idea that I had, and. So we all just got done with our other projects or other bands. So I put this together in 2018, and things took off, relatively fast, And the whole premise and idea for this band was we didn't want to just be a cover, band or a bar band. I mean, we're gonna write and do our own stuff. When we play live shows, we're gonna play our own stuff mixed in with what we call, cool centerized. Classic covers and stuff, which is what we do. And then really right out of the gate, because of Always Time for One More Beer, and that video, that, put us on the map pretty quick, at least regionally. And then since then, we've had 3 songs on the Nashville Music Row radio charts, which is Always Time for One More Beer, Friday Night, and a patriotic ballad called Old Glory. But Friday Night was real cool because the first time we were in Nashville, we had a mutual friend, and we got back to Kansas, and then and I think we were doing a radio tour at that time for Old Glory, but a songwriter that writes a lot of stuff for like Logan Mize and Brantley Gilbert and stuff like that, who we know real well, sent us this song called Friday Night. And we're like, oh, that's cool. You know, it's a little more country hip hoppy than what we're used to, but I think we can centerize it. And I go, you know, this sounds like the freaking Luke Combs "Bear Never Broke My Heart" song. And he goes, well, no kidding. That's not exactly what he said, but no kidding.
Radio friendly.
He goes, me and Randy Montana wrote the Luke Combs "Bear Never Broke My Heart" song. I was like, well, perfect. This is cool. So that's probably been another, and that's been on the charts too. That's definitely one of our most popular songs too. So
yeah, and you guys, you know, in a couple of years, you guys have been busy doing a lot of shows. You kind of tell us a little bit about the schedule, and you guys have.
Yeah, so you know, because we try to spend a lot of time writing and recording, and then the studio. As far as most of our live, the summer season is our busiest season, out traveling for shows and what have you. You know, interspersed with different. You know, we do a lot of theater shows. We do a lot of theaters and festivals and things like that. So the summer's super busy. We're really excited about. We have two new songs. They've been recorded for a little while, but you know, I don't want to say we're shopping them, but we have made some good connections. And the first one's called "Coming Home." That's a little more of a rocker, and it's about the military veteran that's done with his service and now he's back home. And so we actually have, and we were like, oh, this is cool. So we sent it to a guy named Andrew Sheps out in L.A., and he's, if you look him up, I mean, he's won multiple Grammy Awards doing stuff from everybody from Adele to Metallica to Red Hot Chili Peppers to Beyonce to Blacks, you know, very well-known cat, and he really liked this song, so he's going to mix it for us. And so, you know, I'll probably have it finished, you know, maybe I'll have my hands on it in a month or so. And when I do, it'll be cool, and I'll send it out here. And you guys can play it. So
we'll get it on.
Yep.
So you guys busy there. Let's talk about the show again. We're coming up on July 8th. You guys are going to get the party started. We're kind of excited
absolutely.
about that.
So, and we are, there's no question about it, we are a party band. So we are all about that. The Paramount Band, we've played a bunch of shows with them. They're all good friends of ours. Like I was telling you earlier, the drummer was, I started him on drums when he was about 10 or 12, and, you know, he's one of my earlier drum students. Very cool dude, and we remain, you know, real good friends to this day. So, and actually we're buddies with all those cats. So, yeah, we're looking forward to hanging out. Like I was just telling you, a buddy of mine plays drums with Lita Ford, and he's just been out doing a ton of shows with Warrant, you know, and he says they're killing it. So, you know, like I said, everyone's very fortunate, you know, to have an event like this out here. So it's going to be a blast. The 4th of July will just carry on a little bit longer.
That's right. Well, we'll keep the party rolling for a few more days.
Absolutely.
Let's remind everybody, tickets are on sale now. They went on sale this Saturday. They've gone quickly.
I'll bet.
Still plenty of seats available. A couple of different levels, whether you want to be, if you're the party type for the party band, down on the floor is available. We're calling it the Cherry Pit in honor of Warrant on this one. And $35 gets you down on the floor. There'll be a full bar down there. You won't have to go upstairs to go to the restrooms, and you'll be right there in the front of the stage.
Sounds like a bargain to me.
A standing room only on those. And then, of course, we'll have the other seats available. It's all general admission, just depending on which section you want to get into. They're all available online now, nwksradio.net. And you can click on the events tab, or if you want to save some time, you can just text the word tickets to 785-460-0790. That's tickets to 785-460-0790. We'll send a link directly to your phone. That'll get you right.
That's great.
Right to where you need to go to get the tickets, and get them now.
Absolutely. And I assume you probably have a lot of good sponsors available that are involved with this.
We got a ton of sponsors still finishing those up right now, but yeah, we're really excited about them.
One of my good friends, Dave Brown, insurance agent out here, I'm sure he'll get involved, and he'll be in the party pit, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know, he might even. We could put him in. You know, with sponsorship, we could put him right in the VIP area.
I need a drum tech, so I'll see if he's available that day.
Yes. Can we have him test mics? Just have him come in and go 1 2
Test
1 2 2 1. Yeah, we appreciate all our sponsors to make these events possible, and of course, we're excited to have you guys out here for what's going to be. We hope the first of many rock shows.
Oh, absolutely! I think it'll be great. So.
So yeah, we look forward to it. Hey, if anybody wants more information on the line on your band, they can go to the website.
Yeah, we're all over. We have our own YouTube channel, our own Spotify radio station, but all of our music's. We have 2 albums out. Just came out with a new live album back in April of this past year. That's great, and all of our music's on Spotify and Apple. All the streaming services and what have you. Or you can check everything out on our Sunset Center website too. So,
all right, Sunset Centers. Blake Blackim in the studio with us today. Blake, coming in. Thanks for coming in today.
You bet. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Look forward to July 8th.
Absolutely, looking forward to it. Thank you.
We'll just do one more here before we go. Friday night, you mentioned this song. This is kind of your second big one out. Right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. Thanks again, Blake Blackim in the studio here at 100.3 The Ride.
One, two, three, run your Chevy down that dirt road, drags. One balled up fist, 4, 5, 6 stitches over some chick in cut off britches.